Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today on In the Kitchen with Sandy we are cooking up something good. I can't wait for this. Today I'm going to show you how to make a very simple and easy pork loin. These are absolutely phenomenal. It comes out so juicy and so tender, and it's so easy to do. I'm also going to make some carrots and potatoes with it, some parsley, carrots and potatoes. We're going to do those separately. We're not going to cook them together. But this is a wonderful meal, and if you're looking for something simple and easy and absolutely delicious to cook for Christmas, this is going to be perfect. Pair it with a salad, a few other sides, maybe some steamed asparagus, some sauteed asparagus. I've got so many recipes on my channel that I'm sure you can find something else to go with it. Nice salad. My Dijon salad is amazing. It would go perfect with this, but let's go ahead and get started. What I want you to do is preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Let me show you my little piece of meat. All right, look at that. That is my little pork loin. I've had it sitting out at room temperature for about 20 minutes or so, and this is absolutely a beautiful piece of meat. The marbling is just lovely. It's got just the right amount of fat to make sure that it's nice and tender and juicy. And then you've got this piece on the back here. We're going to leave this on here because it's just going to ensure that you're going to have a lot of flavor. If you want to trim a little bit of that off, you go right ahead, but I'm not going to. We can discard that once we're slicing the meat up. I think it's going to be perfect. Plus it's going to add you know, a lot of extra flavor to it. So let me show you what I've got going on here. In this little bowl here, this is a mixture that's going to make this piece of meat absolutely amazing. This is just a little bit of ground cumin, some salt, pepper, and garlic powder. So what we're going to do is we're just going to sprinkle this right over top of all of this luscious meat here. And then we're going to sear it on all the sides and make sure it's nice and brown and beautiful before we put it into the oven. Make sure you get those sides too. That's a heavy piece of meat. Actually, this piece of meat is only, it's slightly under 2 pounds. And what you want to do is, when you're cooking pork, you want to make sure that you cook it to the temperature. I think it's like 165 degrees. But you're going to want to take it out before then because, you know, once it rests, and use this liberally, when it comes out of the oven, my oven is ready. It's gonna go up a few degrees. Make sure you get those sides as well. This works best if your piece of meat is dry. Get all of those sides. I had just enough of that, didn't I? So beautiful. Today I'm gonna be cooking mine in my cast iron skillet. I've already got it turned on because I want it to heat up. I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil to this pan. I've got some thinly sliced garlic here that I'm going to toss in there and let that, you know, just infuse that oil. And we're also going to use some butter. I'm going to use about 2 tablespoons of butter. And once that is melted, see that garlic is just, it's just infusing into that deliciousness. I'm going to go ahead and remove the garlic for now, the bigger pieces, and I'm going to add my meat to this. Right in it goes. And we're just going to sear this on all the sides until it's nice and brown. While we're waiting on this little beauty to get nice and seared, what I've got here is some carrots and potatoes. You can use just potatoes if you'd like. You can use any type of vegetable you like, but I think this goes quite well with that. What I'm going to do is just add them to my pot here, and we're just simply going to boil these until they're nice and tender. I'm going to add some water in here, just slightly above the vegetables, and we're going to get these started. Turn these up on high to get them started. Let's take a look-see here. Oh, look at that. Did you see that? Do you see that? Beautiful. I'm going to add just a little bit. If you've got a chicken bouillon, add that. If you don't, if you have the powdered stuff, add just a nice little, just a little tiny bit's all you need. About 3/4 of a teaspoon. This is not going to make these chickeny, provide a chickeny flavor, but it is going to add an extra layer of flavor in there. It is absolutely amazing. I love cooking with chicken stock. If you have chicken stock on hand, you can. Go ahead and use that. But you guys already know how I feel about, you know, the bouillon cubes and the chicken stock. So we're going to put a lid on these and bring these up to a boil. And we're just going to cook these until they still have a little bit of bite to them, but they're nice and tender. Oh, look at that. Look at that beautiful piece of meat there. Now we're going to put it on some foil. Just kind of get it centered there. I'm going to add my garlic right back on top. Why not, right? And I like to make sure that I put it the side up that had the fat on it. I lost a piece of garlic. And I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of this olive oil butter mixture on top. Not a whole lot, because it's going to render some of its own goodness there. Not a whole lot, but this is going to just make it absolutely delicious. And then you're going to wrap it. Still having a hard time with this hand here. Make sure it's sealed nicely. And then we're going to pop this in the oven. Alright, my carrots and potatoes are just about coming to a boil. I'm going to add a little bit of salt to the water. I'm going to season them nicely. Salt is a seasoning, guys. Just going to pop the lid just like that. And we're going to let these boil for about 10 to 12 minutes until they're nice and tender. Okay, my veggies are absolutely done enough for me. I like them to still have a little bite to them. So I'm going to remove them from this pot. Plus you don't want them, you know, you don't want them to cook and break up. Now I'm going to drain my water out. And then we're going to add about 2 more tablespoons of butter. And I'm going to add just a little drizzle of olive oil. And then I've got just a small clove of garlic, just roughly chopped. Stir that around in there. Oh, it smells so good. I'm just going to add my veggies right back in there. Oh, this could be difficult. I'm just mainly cooking the raw garlic out of the garlic in there. Some pepper. And some parsley. Let's not forget a little bit of salt. Oh, it smells so good. Look at that lovely, lovely, lovely piece of meat. I'm not really sure how good I am about slicing this. Oh, it's so delicious. Look at that. We're just going to slice right down into it. Now remember, you've got that little piece of fat right there. I did let this rest for about 10 minutes. Sorry, this hand is not any good. It's not any good. So I can't really hold it, you know what I mean? Look at that. My dogs are smelling that. Look how beautiful that is. And I can't wait to taste that. I'm gonna go ahead and have me a little bite of it. Daisy wants her little bite of it too. It's just so nice and tender. Look at that. Look, beautiful. The first bite is always the best. Mmm. So good. Mmm. I'm having another. Have another bite of that. Perfect. Something. Lord, thank you. Something about the cumin and the garlic together. It's phenomenal. Voila. What do you think of that? Look how beautiful that is. Very simple, easy meal. Honestly, perfect for any occasion. Weekdays, weeknights, the weekends, just because. Look at my carrots. So on point. I certainly hope you like this recipe. I hope you make it soon. You know I love you guys so very much, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Take care.